What's going on, guys? It is Dark here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a After Effects tutorial on how to do some basic bass boosting effects in After Effects. And I haven't done a tutorial like this in absolutely ages, so please bear with me. But you know, a lot of people are getting into editing, and just, you know, they have been for years. But it seems this year like a lot of people want to, you know, get into editing a little bit more. And I want to help out, and the easiest way to do that is, you know, bring out videos that people can understand. Like, sometimes there are videos out there just like mine, but they're so hard to just sort of decipher because people don't go into detail with it. So I'm going to try and make it easy but detailed at the same time, as I like to do on all my tutorials. But as you guys will either know or don't know, I have a Patreon. You can support me on there if you wish. But I do run a music channel. I also do gaming, and I also make my own game and all that kind of business. I'm even on Twitch and everything. So, you know, I have everything going on for me. I have, you know, all kinds of deals. But today I'm going to be showing you After Effects tutorial, like I said, a basic bass boosting effect which you can do with like an object or a background per se, and this will use like a magnifying effect. So yeah, we'll just jump straight into it because I'm probably confusing you already. You're probably thinking, oh shit, this sounds like a lot. It's fine, honestly. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open After Effects. I'm guessing you have After Effects if you're watching this video. If not, you know, go buy it or check out my website. Anyway, so we're going to go to File, and we're going to just, Composition, and we're going to make a new composition. We're going to make this, I'm going to, like, if you're going to make like a music sort of track, that kind of thing, I'm going to make the duration really long. Say like a good, I don't know, which just say 40 minutes, because, you know, that's crazy, right? You think that's crazy, but no, don't worry about it. So just 40 minutes, and 0000. The width I'm going to put as 1280 and the height 720. That's typical, you know, HD kind of look to it. It's usually like a 720p look, but we're just going to keep the background colors black, and we're going to go on from there. And this will make a completely new composition, and then you have this. And now we're going to like I'm going to add like a speaker actually in the video, because that'll be the best way to present this. So I'm going to go to File. You can either drag and drop or do this. Go to File, Import Files, and then you're going to want to find anything that you want to drag in that will zoom in, unless you want to do the background, which you'll do the same sort of thing. You know, you do the same sort of thing. So I'm going to go to Need a Pix, and we're going to go to this speaker, and then I'm going to drag this speaker into the bottom, and as you can see, it's absolutely huge. So we're just going to shrink that down a little bit so you can see it. There we go. Alright, so this is our speaker, right? It looks a bit you know, that's about right. So this is our speaker, and this is what we want to move. As you can see, it's not going to move by itself. It's just going to be a still image. So now what I'm going to quickly do is import some music. So import, File, and then we're going to go to Desktop and just quickly find that song I have ready for this. There we go. We have a nice house track ready for doing this. Okay, so now I'm going to drag this down here, and then we're going to quickly go to Animation, and then Keyframe Assistant, Convert Audio to Keyframes. And as you can see, the top right over here, it'll say the percentage complete. And what that'll do is, literally, it'll grab the song that you've just put in there, and it's now made like an audio amplitude of that song in the bottom left, as you can see right here. We're going to quickly open this up, go to Effects, and then we're going to go to the left channel, and I'm going to hold Control here, go to right channel, and we're just going to delete those two. And then we're going to open both channels. And then you have this slider thing here. Now we're going to come back to this, but that's now done. This is the audio keyframe assistant, which lets the audio go into keyframes. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is, you're going to obviously want the speaker to go along with the music and stuff, right? So now we're going to go to over here to your effects and presets. We're going to go to magnify, and I'm going to grab this little magnify here by distort, and we're going to drag it over and put it on your speaker, or whatever you want to zoom in and out, that kind of business, right? Okay. So now that you've done that, it should say magnify. If you just go to the picture, it should say magnify over here. We're going to hold down Alt, which is ALT on the keyboard, and then we're going to click left click on magnification. And what that'll do is bring up this whole magnify equation over here, right? So now all you're going to want to do is, you see where it's got like this little bit of detail on the slider effect, you're going to put 100 plus, and you're going to grab this little slider here, and you're going to drag it up to the audio amplitude slider part, so it'll just automatically do this. And then on the end of it, what I like to do to make it, you know, not go over exaggeration on the huge beats kind of thing, is put hold down shift and press 8 for me because it's the star key, and then we're going to put 0.5. So yeah, that's a full stop and 5. So do a little star, full stop and 5, and what that'll do is amp it down a little bit more to then what you want. This, and then you want to edit the size. For me, I preferably like putting 400 so it can go right out to the like edge per se. And then if I quickly go and shrink this down a little bit, shrink this down a little bit, as you can see, if I go along, the picture itself actually goes to the beat. And you can change how the perspective goes on this, but that is literally the main way of doing it. If I quickly go to a big beat, hold on, there we go, and go back into the arrow for the actual speaker itself, which you want to come in and out, rather than the inside coming in and out, you can change the size of it to the whole thing. You can just keep dragging the size. So yeah guys, the more you increase the size is the sort of size the whole thing will go to, like the magnification itself. So you can make the magnify either use the whole speaker as it does here. As you can see, my speaker is slightly out of frame, so you'd have to make like the speaker a smaller size on like a big scale and then make the background transparent, and then it will just come right out. It is kind of, I don't know how to explain that. Alright, because this is coming out of range and stuff, I'm going to quickly start a new project and start it off from the start again so you can keep up. So we're going to straight away make a new composition. As I said, like 40 minutes, keep the background black. That's what we're going to do. Simple, just like that. And then we're going to go File, Import, and then go to File again. And what I'm going to do is use the one that I actually use for myself, because that would make more sense, I guess. Alright, everything darku, needed pics. I'm going to use my, here we go. Here's my Wolfie Mixes like logo. And as you can see, I've got, you can see the size of it. It is 1280 by 720 height. But the picture itself is quite small within the huge transparent background, and this is what will increase the size and not make it go out of the size range. If I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. What we're going to do is quickly import the sound that we had just a minute ago. If I can just quickly find it. There we go. So I'm going to drag our song in there. Then we get to go to animation, a keyframe assistant, and then you're going to have to do this for every song. Convert audio to keyframes. So then, as you can see top right over here again, the percentage is complete, blah 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 blah, done, right? So as you can see, it's not done automatically. You can't just like, oh, I've put in a song, now it's audio done. No, you can't do that. Go to audio amplitude, effects. As I said, left and right channel you can delete, and then both channels have that open, and then the logo or the speaker or whatever you're using to zoom in and out, you're going to quickly go over here and type in magnify in your effects and presets, grab the magnify, drag it over the picture or the background or whatever you're using, and it looks kind of funny now, but we're going to put this back to 100 real quick because there's no need to put it to there. And the size, as I said, for the size I find it perfect to be 400 if it magnifies in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, like I said, hold Alt ALT on the keyboard and go to magnify and left click it, and then you just in this area here you type 100 plus, grab the slider and you slide it straight up to the audio amplitude slider, and then we put star 0.5, or you can lower it to 0.2, which will give it less effect, or you can just put nothing and it'll be a whole 10, I guess, and it will just keep, you know, it would be the highest. So now that we've done that, we can click off of this, minimize this slightly, minimize this, and we can just drag it. We can just, oh, I can zoom in a bit actually, if anything. Alright, so now we're zoomed in, and we can see, as you can see, the Wolfie Mixes logo, which I use, is now zooming right in and out, and that is with the bass of the music. Like I don't know, there is a preview, I guess. Hold on, let's just see what this does. As a little preview, I don't know how loud this is going to be, so I do apologize if it's really loud. It's not playing the music. Why is it not playing the music? Alright, well, I don't know why I didn't preview. I forgot what the actual preview button is, where you can literally just hear it back just for a few seconds before you render it. I forgot what button that is, if I'm completely honest. But this is, you can see that it goes along with the music anyway. You can literally see that. And now you're thinking, oh wow, I mean, this whole video is going to be like 40 minutes long, right? No, wrong. Here's what you do now. Okay, this is what I like to do. Oh, why is it so long on the name? There we go. So what I like to do now is go back to the project at the top left. You click on the actual song you're going to edit right now. And this is different for every song because every song is different length. You click on the song that you want, and you click on here, and then you go to composition, go to composition settings, and then up the, I'm going to drag up here. Up the very top left, you can see where my mouse is. It now says that this song length is 03, 40, 23. So now you can change the length for this, like what was it, 03, 40, 23. So now we've changed the duration of the actual composition itself, and it will mash everything together in that 3 minutes. It will just squash, even if you had like a longer length background, a longer length like logo, it will just squash it down. Now here's a warning: if you've made a small composition and then you want to make it bigger, you'll have to say, now this composition is now 3 minutes long. It works perfectly, as you can see, like, you know, as it goes with the song. If you now make this longer than 340 after you've done this, so if I go to composition settings and I make it, let's say 10 minutes long, that's a stupid time, but I'm going to make it 10 minutes longer, and we zoom out a little bit, you'll see that it'll keep playing and playing and playing until it reaches where it was like 3 minutes 40, where it squashed it down, and now you've got nothing for the next, well, no, 7 minutes or whatever, right? So now what you're going to want to do is click on one, hold control, and then grab everything and just drag it all the way to the top. Obviously the song doesn't want to drag. But you get what I'm saying, like the video itself, if you squash it down and then make it bigger again, it's not going to work. Hence why, before we started the project, I said make your composition like 40 minutes long. Even if you're going to make like a 4 minute long video, it's best to have a huge composition and then drag everything across, make sure everything fits, then squash it down, or just cut it off, should I say. Not squash, because you don't really squash it, you kind of just cut off the edges, per se. But there you go, guys, it works perfectly. I'm going to quickly just render this out after this and then use it so you can quickly see. You've probably seen it at the start of the video if you carried on watching. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you want to come and support me. I have a whole website which has loads of stuff on it which could help you out, and just, you know, you can help me out. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on another video, guys. Goodbye.